making this shit like a big fucking issue we gotta
Oh
talk
my
about.
God! Please don't say it.
Quavo and
Go
Saweetie.
ahead.
Oh my God! Can I
Here we
be? Can I
go.
be the first to say it? Can I be the first to say it? Can I be the first to say
All
it?
right, let me just set it up, and then you can be the first person to say it.
Thank
If
you.
all right, TMZ has released a video of Saweetie and Quavo fighting in the elevator. Well, now I don't want to call it fighting. She swung at him. The nigga tried to get his shit, and everybody's got to call it abuse or domestic violence or some shit like that. So this has been really blowing up on the shit. So gentlemen, I'm gonna have two questions for you. How do y'all feel about the way that shit went down? And do you really consider what we saw in that video domestic violence or abuse?
Okay, first of all, let me start off by saying this is not the first elevator scene we've seen. Okay, we've seen we've seen three videos of relationships in elevators. Okay, two of them, the results were what you are not supposed to do. The first one, Jay-Z took an ass whooping in the elevator. That's what you're not supposed to do. Okay, let's just start off with that. The second one, Ray Rice dragged his woman out the elevator. That's not what you're supposed to do. The third one was Quavo. He did everything you were supposed to do. He dodged the punch. First of all, she swung on him. Okay, let's point that out. She did what any woman does behind closed doors. She swung on a man. Okay, let's be honest. He dodged it. He grabbed for his bag. She tried to snatch. He pulled her in the elevator like, hey, you can't go nowhere. Now you're in the elevator. You can't run. You can't go nowhere. He boxed her out like he was playing 2-on-2 and then grabbed the bag and just stood there. Where's the abuse? Where's the domestic violence? Oh my God. Are we supposed to take ass whoopings? I think that's what it is. I think we're supposed to just stand there and just get hit and beat and abused. So if she would have landed the punch and he wouldn't have did nothing, would have been abuse? That's the question we need to ask. Because she missed the punch, but they're saying everything he did was domestic. But she swung on him. So who's in the wrong in this situation? And I'm not surprised Twitter made it a big deal. They made the whole breakup a big deal. Like, it was stupid. Like, it's like, come on, get over it. Like, people break up every day, dude. We just saw an entanglement going on like some months ago. Like, this is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? People are like it's that bad.
Oh shit!
Like, is that terrible? Like, people make big things out of everything. Like, they made something big out of Lori Harvey, made something big out of Chloe Bailey. Now they're making something big out of Quavo and Saweetie and Kanye and the Kardashian girl, and they just I wish people just stay out of relationships, bro, because everybody has their own different relationship. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say Saweetie's not abusive? She's not the abusive one, and Quavo is just a quiet ass mama's boy. Mama. I just feel like I always gotta say that when I say that, but yeah. So me personally, I'm staying out. You know, my name Bennett, and I ain't in it, but I feel like Quavo, you did the right thing. I'm on your side. If you need me as a witness, a character witness, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm free on Wednesdays and Thursdays only. So you know what I'm saying? Just holler at me, email me, do something. You know what I'm saying?
Anyone else want to take it from here?
Go ahead, Dion.
Hey, I'm on the point of just fuck it. As I said, not on the podcast, but talking amongst ourselves. I knew that was a doomed situation, relationship, whatever situationship, whatever the fuck you want to call it, or whatever from a while ago, and I was just waiting for it to implode.
Really, I personally feel like she shouldn't have said what she said in that podcast, but that's just me.
A lot of men feel that way, and then a lot of women was like defending that. Why can't she say shit like that?
because
But,
Is
we
that you
can't.
talking about the comment about her letting niggas trying to train on her and shit?
okay, all right. Let me
Or
just
is it
say
something
this.
else?
I think I personally think she wasn't serious about that comment. I really do not. I think she was
Uh-huh.
like, I'm pretty sure
Yeah, I
like
think she was
niggas
being
got
sarcastic.
asked.
I think she was
Yeah,
being
I really
sarcastic.
do think it was sarcastic. I don't
That
know
was
why
her
people
saying no.
run with this.
That was her way of saying it ain't no way possible because clearly you ain't gonna let that happen. So why would I let anything like that happen? So I think that was just her saying no in an asshole way. But I felt like I think it was more so who she was saying it to, and just it just felt like it was just like I don't know. It was Twitter. Twitter took it and ran with it and made it bigger than what it was, and it was like, hey,
I just changed her. So,
Father is on you.
So, yeah, I saw the clip, and I saw the tussle, I saw the struggle, and both of them are in the wrong. Honestly, both of them.
yeah,
I feel like both of them are definitely in the wrong because you handled the situation like children, and that's what was all on
yes,
the elevator. And you two are
absolutely,
grown ass people. Quavo's whole fucking he's about to be 30. You know what I'm saying? And so you're barefoot in an elevator. You know what I'm saying? Like it just made both of them look dumb as hell for no reason over something that probably could have been avoided. Now, we're not in that situation. We're not in that relationship. So people even really talking about it the way they
there
did
wasn't even
is
no sound,
stupid
so
to
we
me.
don't know what even led up to all of that to begin with, let
I
alone
don't, but to me that's
I
relevant because
mean
it's not our business. It's literally not our
it's
business.
that too, but
Because like it's an elevator. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say that you in an elevator? You don't know if someone's gonna put that shit on the internet one day. I'm pretty sure Quavo and Saweetie, you know what I'm saying? They've been through many elevators together. They're not gonna leak shit unless something catastrophic like this happened, which it did. TMZ was the first to fucking drop it, and you know
can
what? And TMZ, you know what they known for.
hey, can I say something real quick? So I'm reading an article about it, and it's saying that apparently this situation happened a year ago, and they're just like finding the video, and you
Yeah, that's
know,
another thing. The video's old.
I
yeah,
heard, and I
so
also heard that Saweetie's can't put that video out. So
yeah, but
Oh, they put
even
that video up.
yeah, but even Sweetie said that that situation was old and they moved on and they learned from it, and that's not why they broke up. So it's like, and then Quavo saying he never abused her, which I believed, and that was
Yeah, I don't think he ever.
an unfortunate situation a year ago where we both learned and moved on from it. See, this is the thing about Quavo. Quavo shows a certain amount of maturity that makes it hard for like, and it's not like it's not belligerent. It's not excessive. He's not over the top with it. I've always felt like Ti was over the top with it, even though I love Ti to death. But I've always felt like he's tried to present his maturity and his intelligence too much, and it's not necessary. You got people like Nick Cannon, who's down to earth, but you can see the intelligence in everything that he says. He doesn't try to do it. And I feel like that's the same way in Quavo. Quavo just shows this, and I feel like that about Lil Baby sometimes. Lil Baby, he shows a certain amount of maturity. Roddy Rich is another one I feel like that about, but it's just a certain amount of maturity I see in Quavo. Like he was raised by somebody decent, and it's like I don't see him doing half the stuff that people making it seem like he did or something like
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah, people were definitely breaching with some of the comments that they was saying. So, like with
I
that, you
didn't like it.
100% have a point.
Like, I didn't like it. Like, you got, it's like any person, any decent person can like just see it's just certain the way somebody carries themselves. You know what I'm saying? The way somebody is perceived. And, it just seemed like, he just, mama's boy probably, man. Like, come on, man.
But you
Like,
want to know what the problem is, Q? That shit ain't appreciated in this society no more.
It's not the nice, cool guy that don't be in the way, that don't do too much. You know what I'm saying? That stay in his lane, stay getting his
The
bag.
reason for that is because people are just so used to seeing and so accustomed to the toxicity to the point where it's accepted as the fucking norm.
No, people accept it before they get used to it. It's not about getting used to it. People have always accepted the toxin. So it just became a norm after people accepted it. Like if we've always, pointed it out to where it could be addressed. I don't like assholes. I don't like assholes who take advantage of situations and think it's cool. Or
And
I don't know.
And you know what? That's why I really like people like Young Dolph, because that dude just stay to himself and just do his own thing.
Hey, shout out to Young Dolph, man. My man said he retiring, man. We got one mixtape left about coming out.
Right. And that shit was fire. I'm still playing that shit.
Yeah, that Dumber Dumber too. That shit, that
I
thing is crazy.
I don't know if Dolph really getting into like any type of beef or whatever. Like I think when he first came out, him and what was it? Yo Gotti got into it.
Man, hey, they was beefing over a girl.
It was some shit about, he revealed some shit about how Yo Gotti got into it with a lesbian and some other shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was a while ago and I don't remember details, but that's the one and only time I remember like Young Dolph going off on the motherfucker.
Nah, Dolph a real one, man. Dolph,
he a real one.
He a real one. He not one of those real ones that's just gangster, that's just doing, you know what I'm saying? He talk about his kids, he talk about his family, talk about getting money, like he
taking care of business.
You know what I'm saying? He just talk about Dolph
be chilling.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that. Dolph be chilling.
Dolph sound like he a man, that came from the hood, that's telling anybody, man, look, you get out of the hood, man. I'm with my kids. Like that's what he said. Like
Dolph don't be on no crazy shit. Dolph be chilling.
Like it's a couple of rappers that I listen to, but I'm more in tune with them, like mentally. Like I'll be watching interviews and just saying how they talk, and just how they respond to certain situations, and how they address certain aspects of what happens in their career. Like the Baby is the most interesting person in rap right now to me, because there's something about him. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Like it's just something that gets me about him. Like it's like, what is it?
I think it's the way. I always said it was. I always said it was the way he raps. Maybe it's just it. I don't know. He's interesting. He is an interesting character, though.
Yeah, he is.
He's a funny dude too.
Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
Cool guy, man. He's funny as hell. He's very funny, but he's probably the most interesting guy in rap right now. He's giving me.
But at the same time, he's also someone you just don't fuck with him.
Yeah, and that's the interesting part, because it's like, okay,
it's like he could be like that wild nigga if he wants to, but he just chooses not to fucking be. Like we all heard about the situation where he smoked one dude that tried to rob him.
But that's North Carolina. Those situations are the statute of limitations in North Carolina are different from what we know.
Yeah, and it was self-defense, if I'm correct.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I said, who was trying to rob him?
It was somebody trying to rob him. Kids.
The baby shot his ass.
He had his daughter and his baby mother with him. I'd have shot him too. I'm sorry.
I would have shot him.
Hey, man.
I'd have shot him in D.C. I'd have shot him here.
It is what it is. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. It is what it is.
Man, it's your life or me and my kids. My daughter with me. You have to die. I'm sorry. Like he was a man in that situation. That's one thing that gets me. In those, you can talk about it, but when you're in those situations, are you really like a stand-up guy? Like I don't even call it gangster. I call it being a stand-up guy, because in certain situations,
that's a feminist family. You can't even say nothing bad about that shit.
Like exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said it's not even gangster. That's you a stand-up man. Like you defending your family and at all costs. I don't care if we at Walmart. I don't